The job is going to take longer than I told you it was going to take, and I think it's going to cost more money than you agreed to. How do you tell a customer that? I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Today we have a question that came in from a house cleaner who asked this.
How do you tell a client that you need another hour or two to complete the finishing task? Because for initially you said you will be done by 12 p.m., but then it's already 11 a.m. and you're still not near finishing. So how do you tell the client that you need 2 or more hours to complete the task? Thank you.
All right, so the first question that I want to ask you is, are you new to house cleaning and are you just learning how to bid the jobs? Because this sounds like a mismanagement of I didn't know what to expect and I didn't know what to promise and I was kind of winging it and I said it would take this amount of time and I didn't set up the expectations with the customer correctly. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. After you've been in the business for a while, you're going to be able to know what to look for and you're going to know about how long those systems take and how long it takes to clean something that's this dirty, and you're going to know about the price you're going to charge. Okay, so that comes with experience. If you get in the middle of the job and you decide or you discover that for some unknown reason it's going to be a longer process, I would stop what you're doing immediately and I would call your office and I would tell your boss. If you are the employee, I would say, listen, I've run into a snag here. This is not what I was expecting. It's harder to clean this. I've mopped the floor 7 times. It's still sticky. There's something on the floor that I wasn't expecting. It's going to take a little bit longer. What do you want me to do? Let them call your client and negotiate that with the client and negotiate a higher price. Now, if you are the solo operator and you are the boss, you're going to get to do this yourself. Yay. Okay. My recommendation is that you do it as soon as possible. Don't wait until 12 o'clock and then go, oh, I'm not done yet. This took longer than I expected and it's going to cost you another $100 or whatever. Don't do that, okay? Because yes, you might have mismanaged your time, but now it looks like you're mismanaging your business and you're tricking the customer into a higher price than what they originally agreed to, okay? And I don't want you to leave money on the table and I don't want you to work for free. But the reality is if you have a 4-hour window, it's because you have a 4-hour window and then you have another job to go to. And so at the end of the 4-hour window, you got to get up and leave, okay? Even if it's going to take longer. So what you might do is you might say to the customer up front, I have a 4-hour window and I'm guessing I can get all of this done in the 4 hours. I'm going to do my best. If for some reason I'm not able to finish, we will cut it off at the 4 hours and I will leave and go home and it still only costs you this much money. So no matter what the cleaning is for the day, it's going to cost a certain amount of money and you will be there for the 4 hours, okay? So if you discover it's going to take longer, let the customer know, what do you want me to do? They might say, I would rather you spend the rest of the time that you're here making sure you get that floor right. That floor is super important to me. Skip the bedroom, but I'd rather you get the floor right. Or they might say, skip the floor. I've had lots of problems with the floor. I put all kind of weird wax and stuff on the floor. I know it's my fault. Go ahead and clean the rest of the house. And they might give you permission then to move on. But the two of you then decide what the new agreement is, okay? And that's really important that the two of you decide, because what this is based on and the satisfaction is that the expectations of the day were met. And so if you don't meet the expectations and you go home and in your head you're like, oh, I screwed up, I didn't quite finish the job, but that's not communicated to the customer, they're not going to have you back. They're going to be super disappointed that you tricked them and that they didn't get what they wanted out of the job, right? So tell them as soon as possible and make those arrangements. Alrighty, I hope that helps. If it does, give us a thumbs up. If you have questions, you can leave those in the notes below, or you can go to askahousecleaner.com. There's a blue button in the corner. When you click on that, a microphone appears and you can send your question to me here at the show. All right, until then, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.